So today I am starting with chapter 1, that is sets, class 11th NCERT. So before discussing this chapter, first we need to know where this concept is used, that is the introduction, who developed the theory of sets, and then we will see the definition of sets and how to represent them. And later on in this chapter, we will be developing the theory of sets, how to construct sets, how to add the sets. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. So first of all, we would like to know where these are used. So basically, sets are used in the study of relations and functions, which is the next chapter, chapter 2, relations and functions. A very important concept in mathematics, relations and functions. The theory of sets is also used in geometry. It is also used in the study of sequences, probability, etc. So basically, sets are used in every branch of mathematics. It is the basics of mathematics. Who developed it? So it was, the theory of sets was developed by a German mathematician whose name was Georg Cantor, and he lived through, so in between this time he developed the theory of sets. Now let's see what is the definition of sets and how to represent them. Now first of all, I would like to know कि आप लोग सब क्या समझते हैं सेट्स को. अगर हम खाली इसका एक इंग्लिश टर्म देखें, सेट. So see, in everyday life we talk of collection of objects of a particular kind, and we group them and we collect them and we say that it is a set. For example, a crowd of people, a particular crowd of people is a set in everyday life. Also a pack of cards. Cards so आप सबने देखे हैं, 52 cards. So it has some special meaning in your mind. Pack of cards, you know that 52 cards are there. There are 4 suits, 13 cards in each suit. So it is a well defined set. A cricket team, जैसे मैं क्रिकेट टीम का नाम लेती हूँ, इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम, आपको पता है इस टीम के अंदर ये प्लेयर्स होंगे. सो इट इज़ अ सेट. सो इन एवरीडे लाइफ वी सी collection of objects and we group them and call them as a set. So for example, a crowd of people, or we can say a pack of cards, or next example is a cricket team. So in everyday life these are all sets. So a collection of a cricket team, a collection of objects of a particular kind. In maths also आप sets देखते हैं, आपने बहुत सारे set use करें. For example, a collection of objects of natural numbers. So it is also a set, क्योंकि natural numbers की एक property है, आप उसी को natural number बोलते हैं. So a collection of natural numbers. So all of you know what are natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and continue like this. A set of points. Or I can also say a set of prime numbers. Prime numbers all of you know. So prime numbers are those natural numbers which have only two divisors, 1 and the number itself. For example, 2. 2 is a prime number because it has only two divisors, 1 and 2 itself. So this is the smallest even prime number. Next I can say 3. So 3 is also a prime number because 1 and 3 are the only two divisors of 3. But if I consider 4, so 4 is not a prime number because 1 and 4 are divisors of 4, but 2 is also a divisor of 4. So it is not a prime number. So now let us see what is the mathematical definition of a set. So the mathematical definition of a set is a set is a well-defined collection of objects. Well-defined collection of objects. Now see, मैथ्स के अंदर सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है डेफिनेशंस. अगर आपको किसी कॉन्सेप्ट की डेफिनेशन अच्छे से समझ आ जाती है, देन हाफ ऑफ द मैथमेटिक्स इज डन. अब अ सेट इज़ अ वेल डिफाइंड कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स. अब इसके अंदर इंग्लिश में तो हमें सुनने में बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, वेल डिफाइंड कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स, बट दिस टर्म वेल डिफाइंड इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन दिस डेफिनेशन. अब कई स्टूडेंट सोचेंगे वेल डिफाइंड होता क्या है. A set is a well-defined collection of objects. See, by well-defined we mean a deciding factor through which we can decide whether an object belongs to the collection or not. So what is well-defined? Well-defined means a deciding factor by which we can decide whether an object belongs to the collection or not. For example, I give you an example. Suppose I say that consider collection of good students of my class. Now is this a set? Collection of good students of my class. Now see, it is not a set. Why? Because the term good is not a deciding factor. It is not well defined. Because ये जो term है good, this may vary from person to person, that who is good, who is not good. So good is just a term, but it is not giving you a criteria to decide whether this particular student will belong to the collection or not. So collection of good students of my class is not a set because it is not a well-defined statement. The term good is not well-defined. So it does not let you construct a collection. So I will modify the statement and so it is not a set. So what I will do is I will modify the statement. I will say that collection of all those students who scored 90% or more marks in 10th class. So now I have modified the statement. I am saying that collection of all those students of my class who scored 90% or more marks in 10th class. Now I can construct this collection very well because I can just ask each and every student of my class that what was your percentage in class 10th, and on the basis of that I can either include the student in the collection or I can exclude that student from my collection. So this becomes a well-defined statement. So therefore it is a well-defined collection of objects and it will be a set. Now let's see some more examples of sets which I have already written. So the first example is odd natural numbers less than 10. Now this is a well-defined statement, odd natural numbers less than 10. You know what are natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. And we have to just pick the odd ones which are less than 10. So odd means they are of the type 2n minus 1, where n belongs to set of natural numbers. So this small n is a natural number. So for example 1, 3, 5, 7. So these are odd numbers because 1 can be written as 2 into 1 minus 1. 3 can be written as 2 into 2 minus 1. So like this. So therefore odd natural numbers less than 10. So this will be 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So this is my set. So it is a well defined collection of objects. Next we have the rivers of India. This is also well defined because I know that which river belongs to India or which river does not belongs to India. For example, Nile is not in this collection. The river Nile is not in this collection, whereas the river Ganga is there. So this is also a well-defined collection of objects. Next we have the vowels in the English alphabet. You know that the vowels in the English alphabet are A, E, I, O, U. So again this is a well-defined collection of objects. Various kinds of triangles. This is also well-defined because on the basis of sides we have equilateral triangle, we have isosceles triangle and we have scalene triangle, and on the basis of angles we have right triangle, we have obtuse triangle and we have acute triangle. So this is also a well defined collection of objects. Next we have prime factors of 10. Prime factors of 10, you know that what are prime numbers? What are factors? Any number which divide 10 means it is a factor, but we have to pick only the prime factors. So 1 is a factor of 10, but 1 is not a prime number, so I will not write. Then 2. 2 is a prime number and 2 also divides 10. So 2. Now next we have 2 के बाद कौन सा नंबर इसको डिवाइड करेगा? 5. Now 5 is a prime number, 5 is a factor of 10. So 2, 5 and the number 10 itself. But 10 is not a prime number because 10 is divisible by 2 as well as 5. So therefore only 2 and 5. So again it is a well defined collection of objects. Next example, the solution of the equation this. You know that how to solve a quadratic equation. जो भी इसके solutions आएंगे उनका set आपको बनाना है. So what I will do is I will write this equation as x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 equal to 0. This implies, I hope all of you know how to solve a quadratic equation, and this implies x is 2 or x is 3. So therefore I have two solutions which are 2 and 3. So again it is a well defined collection of objects. Now next, note one thing. First of all, objects, elements or members of a set are same. तो या तो आप ऑब्जेक्ट्स की बात करो या एलिमेंट्स की या मेंबर्स की, तो ये सारे टर्म्स सिनोनिम हैं, ये सारे टर्म्स सेम हैं. या तो हम बोलेंगे ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ अ सेट या हम बोलेंगे एलिमेंट्स ऑफ अ सेट या मेंबर्स ऑफ अ सेट. सो दे ऑल मीन द सेम थिंग. नाउ सेकेंडली, sets are denoted by capital letters. So they are denoted by capital letters always. So this is a notation in mathematics, A, B, C. So anything X, Y, Z, so has to be capital letters. Thirdly, The elements of a set are denoted by small letters. For example, small ABC or small XYZ, etc. Also note one thing, if I say that small a is an element of a set capital A is an element of A, is written as, so mathematically you write the things differently. A is an element of A is written as A belongs to A. Double quotes, A belongs to A. Now there is again a symbol in mathematics to write this term, A belongs to A, and there is a Greek symbol known as epsilon. This is known as epsilon. So this thing is written as A belongs to A. So whenever you see like this, that means A is an element and it belongs to the set capital A. Okay. Now if I want to write B is not an element of A, B is not an element of A. So I will write B epsilon slash A. So B is not an element of A, that means B does not belongs to A. So we will read this as B does not belongs to A. Does not belongs to A. Now for example, I know that capital V, suppose capital V is the set of all vowels in the English alphabet. So I know that this set is A, E, I, O, U. So can I say that A belongs to V? So I will just write A, this is a set, A belongs to V, whereas B, the small b of English alphabet, B does not belongs to V. So this is how you will write in mathematics. Now next let us see examples of sets which are used particularly in mathematics. Then you will come to know why we are studying the chapter sets. The first one is set of natural numbers. So it has a special symbol of notation which is capital N. So this set is nothing but set of natural numbers. So wherever you find capital N in terms of set, it means it is a set of natural numbers. और natural numbers कैसे numbers होते हैं? इस type के 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they keep on continuing. They keep on. They don't have an end. So we say that they go up to infinity. So we put dot dot dot. So dot dot means that they continue like this and the list is infinite. Now next we have, if I include 0 in this set, it becomes whole numbers. So whole numbers. So I just include 0 in this. So it becomes set of whole numbers. So can I say every natural number is a whole number? Yes, because every natural number is there in this set, in the set of whole numbers, but not conversely. Whole number need not be a natural number because there is an element 0 which is a whole number, but it is not a natural number. Now next is set of integers. The set of integers is denoted by capital Z. So this is set of integers. And this set is of this form. सो व्हाट वी हैव इज़, ये सारा सेट होता है और इसके नेगेटिव्स भी होते हैं, तो इट इज़ ऑफ दिस फॉर्म. So they continue, and then on the left we have -1, -2, -3 and डॉट डॉट इधर भी ये कंटिन्यू होते रहते हैं. तो 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 और फिर इसी के नेगेटिव -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 एंड सो ऑन. सो बोथ द साइड्स दे आर गोइंग, इस साइड इट इज़ गोइंग टू प्लस इन्फिनिटी, इस साइड इट इज़ गोइंग टू माइनस इन्फिनिटी. एंड यू कैन सी दैट every whole number is a integer but not conversely. Now next we have set of rational numbers. So it is denoted by capital Q. Very important set, set of rational numbers. Now what are rational numbers? Now rational numbers are numbers of the form P by Q, where P and Q belongs to integers. So they are integers, but there is a condition that Q is not equal to 0, because Q is in the denominator, so Q has to be non-zero. So all the numbers of this form P by Q, where P and Q are both integers and Q is not equal to 0, are called rational numbers. For example, आप कोई भी दो इंटीजर्स ले लो, 2 और 3, so 2 by 3 is a rational number. I can take Q equal to 1 also, because 1 is an integer. So 5 by 1, 6 by 1, so they are all -3 by 5. So they all are rational numbers. Now since the denominator, which is Q, can be 1 also, so I can say that every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number, but not conversely. A rational number need not be an integer. So because Q can be 1 also, so every integer is a rational number. So all the numbers of this form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, is known as a rational number, and this set of numbers is denoted by capital Q. Now there is a very interesting property if I see the decimal expansion of rational numbers, because sometimes the numbers are not written in this form P by Q, numerator by denominator, but they are written in decimal form. So the decimal expansion of a rational number either terminates after a finite number of digits or it begins to repeat the same finite sequence of digits over and over. Now what does this mean? The decimal expansion of a rational number either terminates after a finite number of digits or repeat the same finite sequence of digits over and over. For example, let us consider the rational number 2 by 3. अगर मैं इसकी decimal expansion लिखूँगी तो क्या आएगी? Obviously 2 is less than 3, तो points में आएगी 0.6, 6 3 18, फिर 2 बचेगा, फिर 6 आएगी, अगेन 2 बचेगा तो 6, तो ये कंटिन्यू होता रहेगा. तो यू कैन सी दैट the same finite sequence of digits, the sequence is 6 6 6 6, तो ये repeat होता जा रहा है 6 6 6. So it begins to repeat the same finite sequence of digits over and over. अब यहाँ जो sequence of digits है it is of 1 digit, only single 6 है ना. So therefore I will write this as 0.6 bar. तो बार का मतलब है कि ये जो है ये नंबर इसके बाद बार बार रिपीट हो रहा है, और क्योंकि ये बार बार रिपीट हो रहा है तो ये एक रैशनल नंबर है. नाउ नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल, लेट्स सी 5.2, सॉरी 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 2. सो इसकी जो डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन आएगी वो क्या आएगी, 2 2s are 4, देन 1 इज़ लेफ्ट, सो 2.5. बस यहाँ पे कि ख़त्म हो गया, 0.5 के बाद कुछ नहीं आ रहा है. सो आइदर टर्मिनेट्स आफ्टर अ फाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स. सो 0.5, तो इसके बाद इस डिजिट के बाद ख़त्म हो गया है. So this is also a rational number. Okay, I hope you are getting it. The decimal expansion of a rational number either terminates after a finite number of digits or repeat the same finite sequence of digits over and over. Now next category of numbers is irrational numbers. Okay, so sometimes they are denoted by Q bar, set of irrational numbers. Now, the numbers which are not rational numbers are known as irrational numbers. So, numbers which are not rational numbers are irrational numbers. So numbers which cannot be expressed in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, are known as irrational numbers. Now very interesting thing about the decimal expansion of an irrational number is the decimal expansion of an irrational numbers continues without repetition. So the decimal expansion here continues without repetition. So first of all, the decimal expansion does not terminates and it does not repeat the same finite sequence of digits over and over. For example, I give you जैसे √2. Now √2 is a irrational number. अगर मैं इसकी डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन देखूँ, आप सब गूगल पे जाके सर्च कर सकते हैं इसकी डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन. So it is somewhat 1.4142 and it goes and goes and goes. आगे ये टर्मिनेट ही नहीं होती है. 1.4142 135, so it goes and, but हम क्या करते हैं, हम इनकी अप्रॉक्सीमेट वैल्यूज़ ले लेते हैं to use in our calculations. So the approximate value is 1.41. अगर आपको up to 2 decimal places लेनी है तो 1.41. More examples is, you all have heard of this number pi. So pi की जो decimal expansion होती है, it is 3.141592 and goes. तो आप देख सकते हैं ना तो कि टर्मिनेट हो रही है और ना ही कोई एक सीक्वेंस ऑफ डिजिट्स बन पा रही है जो कि अपने आप को रिपीट कर रही है. तो दे आर इरैशनल नंबर्स एंड दीज नंबर्स कैन नॉट बी एक्सप्रेस्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ p by q. You cannot write them in the question form of 2 integers. So they are irrational numbers. Again here we take the approximate value to be 22/7, which comes out to be 3.14. Okay, so like this these numbers are known as irrational numbers. Exponent e, it is also an irrational number. Now let's now see that how to represent set. So there are two methods to represent sets. First one is the roster form, also known as the tabular form, and the second method is set builder form. So let's see one by one how to represent the set using these two forms. Now the first one. So what happens in roster form? So in roster form, after this I forgot, there is the set of real numbers. So it is denoted by capital R. So this is set of real numbers. So real numbers is basically the set of rational numbers together with the set of irrational numbers. तो ये हमारा यूनिवर्सल सेट होता है, क्योंकि सेट ऑफ रैशनल नंबर्स के अंदर सेट ऑफ इंटीजर्स आ जाते हैं, सेट ऑफ इंटीजर्स के अंदर सेट ऑफ होल नंबर्स आ जाता है, तो एंड द अदर कैटेगरी सेट ऑफ इरेशनल नंबर्स. तो जब हम इन दोनों नंबर्स को साथ में ले लेंगे, सेट ऑफ रैशनल्स एंड इरेशनल्स, सो इट मेक्स द सेट ऑफ रियल नंबर्स विच इज़ द यूनिवर्सल सेट. सो इट इज़ डिनोटेड बाय आर. नाउ देयर इज़ वन मोर नोटेशन विच इज़ z plus. So this is set of positive integers, set of positive integers. तो पॉजिटिव का मतलब आपको ज़ीरो नहीं लेना, आपको खाली पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स लेने हैं. तो यू हैव टू स्टार्ट विद, ना तो आपको नेगेटिव लेना है ना आपको ज़ीरो लेना है. तो सेट ऑफ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स के अंदर कैसे नंबर्स आ जाएंगे? 1 2 3 4 5 6 एंड सो ऑन. सो बेसिकली इट इज़ सेट ऑफ नेचुरल नंबर्स. सेट ऑफ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स इज ऑल्सो नोन एज सेट ऑफ नेचुरल नंबर्स. नेक्स्ट वी हैव q प्लस. सो दिस इज सेट ऑफ पॉजिटिव रैशनल नंबर्स. So set of positive rationals. So only positive rational numbers are there. Next we have, similarly you can construct set of positive irrationals plus and set of positive रियल नंबर्स. तो जब भी हम पॉजिटिव की बात करते हैं तो आपको ध्यान में रखना है कि आपको ज़ीरो भी नहीं लेना. अगर मैं कह रही हूँ सेट ऑफ नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स, नॉन नेगेटिव, तो नॉन नेगेटिव का मतलब है आपको नेगेटिव नहीं लेना, बाकी सारे लेने हैं. तो सेट ऑफ नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स के अंदर वी विल स्टार्ट विद 0 0 1 2 3 एंड सो ऑन. सिमिलरली सेट ऑफ नॉन नेगेटिव रैशनल्स, तो उसके अंदर 0 भी आ जाएगा बिकॉज 0 इज़ एन इंटीजर विच कैन बी रिटन एज 0 डिवाइडेड बाई 1. तो सेट ऑफ नॉन नेगेटिव रैशनल्स के अंदर 0 भी आ जाएगा. बट अगर हम खाली पॉजिटिव बोल रहे हैं तो आपको 0 को भी निकालना पड़ेगा. ठीक है.